On November 18th, you collectively voted for Matthews House Hospice, and specifically our Child and Youth Grief and Bereavement support program called HUG, Help Us Understand Grief, to be the recipient of your generosity and support. This support has already impacted the children and youth of Dufferin County. Since receiving your generous support of our HUG program, our Dufferin residing one-to-one child and youth under the age of 18 clients have increased by 250%. These clients have been supported in their homes, in schools, and in community venues like the Tony Rose Memorial Sports Center. This one-to-one support has also included child and youth grief education to the children's families in hopes to extend the reach of support and heighten the grief awareness of those living with these youth. In the last 2 months, we have extended our reach and HUG resources into all medical centers and clinics in Shelburne, Orangeville, and Grand Valley, including the CMHA, Canadian Mental Health Association, Dufferin Peel Hub. Research and data show that the type of support received during child and youth bereavement has the ability to impact well-being, health, relationships, and academic success. Medical consultation and intervention is often initiated, which is why it's so important that physicians and wellness practitioners of Dufferin County are aware of the emotional support that is available to these young patients. They are not alone to navigate the disorder and chaos of grief. We have distributed information and offerings of support and resources to all Dufferin County public and separate elementary and high schools. In December, it became apparent that the Work to Rule job action will create a bit of a hurdle in our ability to partner with school administration. We are now following up personally, visiting the schools in order to build personal relationships and create strong support networks with principals and guidance counselors. We are determined to diminish barriers of support of these grieving children and youth. The HUG program has been presented to Orangeville Public Library, in which we are currently planning an information session on the HUG program and the additional one-to-one HUG support that is available for grieving and palliative children and youth. We are currently in the scheduling stages of a child and youth HUG support program that will run out of Shelburne Library after school on a bi-weekly basis. We'll also be holding information session for the community. We have been asked by Shelburne Library also to provide a book list for grieving children and youth through the HUG program, but would also be available as a resource for youth in Dufferin County. Your very generous support has also allowed Matthews House Hospice to initiate a partnership with the Mansfield Outdoor Center, where we are collaborating on a Child and Youth Grief and Bereavement Camp Week, One Last Hug, which, thanks to your support, we will offer to Dufferin families at no cost. This week of camp will provide children and youth an opportunity to instrumentally grieve through archery, swimming, outdoor education, arts and crafts, as well as emotional intuitive grief support from HUG-trained facilitators. We're also looking into transportation opportunities to and from the camp from surrounding Dufferin areas, and we'll also be exploring a partnership with Island Lake Conservation Area to offer a light grief and bereavement camp as well. Charles Malik said, "The fastest way to change society is to mobilize the women of the world." This is a room full of engaged, powerful women. Matthews House Hospice is so appreciative to have had the opportunity to be the recipient of your support on November 18th. We are so honored to have been selected and take the charge of holding, supporting, and companioning the grieving children and youth of Dufferin County to heart and are committed to their continued healing. Thank you so very much.